This solo is a masterclass in not overdoing it. Big melody, big tone, loads of space, and just enough firepower to leave you grinning like an idiot. That's why this solo rules.
What was it they said about rules?
Hey, it's Owen here. Today's solo is November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Now obviously this song has a lot of guitar solos in it because subtlety is not what they were going for. The one that we're looking at today is what I would consider to be the main solo of the song. In the official video, if you're watching that, it's around the 4:10 mark through to about 5 minutes and 1 second. This one is my favourite solo in this song because it doesn't come in trying to thrash the song into submission. It builds, it sings, and it leaves space. And then it gets just dramatic enough without falling into a complete guitar tantrum, which for this song is exactly the right call. It was once suggested in a covers band that I was playing in that we should add November Rain to our set, but this is one of those songs that can go very wrong in cover band world because everyone loves it in theory, but you hit them with a 9-minute power ballad and they're going to split into one of 3 groups. One person having the greatest emotional experience of their life watching you play, another one who's yelling out for Thunderstruck or Wagon Wheel, and the third group are heading for the door, going down the road to see what the latest Skrillex track sounds like. So that was the end of that bad idea. But it still remains one of the great power ballads, and the guitar solos in it are incredible and worth learning. Why does this solo rule? Reason number 1, the melody comes first. The opening phrases of the solo are memorable and melodic. You can actually sing them. And that really matters because this is a huge song already. Secondly, it uses space properly. There's a ton of sustain in the tone, which means Slash can leave the notes hanging there to do the heavy lifting. He doesn't have to fill it with rapid fire licks the whole way through. And when we talk about space in a solo, space doesn't always mean silence. It can just mean a bent and sustained note just holding on to give time to relax and let that next phrase hit that much harder. Thirdly, the phrasing makes this solo epic. The bends are the real star of the show in this solo. When Slash plays them, he hits the target notes, he adds vibrato when needed, and then he milks the absolute life out of them, as he should. Right from the start, this solo strolls in and lays some incredible bends on you. No panic, no frantic declaration, just a strong melodic phrase with a big vocal style bend. This is one of those moments where hitting the pitch is definitely more important than playing a whole lot of notes. This bit is a great example of how holding a note can make a big difference, and it sets it up beautifully for the next phrase, which has a few more notes. This is a great use of slides, and the way it's picked makes a real difference. If you just pick each of the notes once and slide it down, it's nowhere near as cool as what Slash does on the original recording. Towards the end of the solo, there's a great little section with hammer-ons and pull-offs. The earlier sections were more patient and melodic, so when you get to the quicker run, it feels like the solo has arrived somewhere emotionally. And of course there's that really memorable little melody at the end. There's actually a good little exercise in here for getting the accuracy of your hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, and then jumping up to a fretted note. So that's why the November Rain solo rules. It's melodic, it uses space brilliantly, and it uses phrasing to make the big notes really count.
Hey buddy, what do you think about this? Whoa! Good.
If you've got a solo that you think rules, and you think I might like it too, drop it down in the comments, and you may see it in an upcoming episode. And if you enjoyed this, hit subscribe for more solos that rule. So what gear was used on November Rain? Guitar-wise, it wasn't just a off-the-shelf Gibson Les Paul. Slash's main studio guitar was the famous Chris Derrig build, a handmade replica of a 1959 Les Paul Standard. That's the guitar most closely related to his Guns N' Roses recorded tone, including the Use Your Illusion era. The main amp sound came from SIR number 34, a Marshall JCM 800 2203 modified by Frank Levi. On top of that, Slash's guitar tech Adam Day used a Mesa Boogie Mark III in the control room to help generate the controlled feedback and sustain on some of those long notes. SIR number 34 doesn't have the wild stolen amp drama of SIR number 39. What made it cool is it became Slash's big Marshall tone in the post-Appetite for Destruction years. It also helped Frank Levi's SIR mods to become a bit of guitar folklore of their own. The guitar settings for this song sound to me like the tone control is definitely rolled off. Whether it's the front or the back pickup depends, I guess, on what sort of pickups you have in your guitar. When I was recording this solo, I tried it on the bridge pickup with the tone rolled down. Didn't really like it, so I ended up playing it on the neck pickup with the tone rolled down to about halfway. If you made it this far, thank you, fellow guitar nerd. And don't forget, cool. And some noodling at the end, and we're done.